6 in Albuquerque and in Santa Fe. Wow.
Yep.
We need to go buy a mattress. Celebrate, right? All right, let's go outside and see what's going on. The other thing we need to celebrate is the rain. The monsoons have started, and it's starting to get some pretty good rain. Now we're going to start to see these situations where we're going to get too much rain at one time. That's what happened yesterday down in Otero County. Flash flood watch is in effect all the way from the Otero County into the Sacramento Mountains and then back to the southwest in the Boot Heel. That's through this evening. Now, as far as the radar and the satellite right now, as far as the state is concerned, scattered showers starting to pop off the mountains. This is what we call recycled moisture. You know, the reason we say that is because there's no fronts, there's no big disturbances coming on through to help fire off the storms. What we are seeing instead is dew points in the 50s and 60s, and you get the afternoon heating with the mountains. That's enough to get that air moving upward into the sky and producing the showers and the thunderstorms. So that'll continue from Raton back into the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, into the East Mountains as well, back into the Gila, along the Sacramentos, and off to the east. So that's the scenario for the next few days, as a matter of fact. Temperature-wise, 76, a little cooler than what we spent most of last week with at this time. We were already in the 80s, so it's not going to be quite as warm today. North winds at about 3, 48% on the relative humidity. Dew point still, though, in the middle 50s. It's 81 in Santa Fe, 79 in Roswell, 70s and 80s out west, and then back into the southwest as well. Here is the forecast as I see it for the rest of the day. 86 for our high, partly sunny, and an isolated shower thunderstorms, mostly along the mountains, and then it kind of bleeds back into the northeast heights and the foothills, the southeast heights. So that's kind of where it's going to be concentrated. Lows tonight with an evening shower or thunderstorm into the 60s. Then tomorrow, a little less thunderstorm action and a little more heat because of that. Highs up to around 90 or so. So the scenario, the bigger picture here, high pressure still over here, still pumping that moisture, that Gulf moisture, bringing it up from the Gulf of Mexico and Texas, where we see all those dew points in the 60s and 70s, and driving it on back towards us. That's going to be changing as we go into at least the middle part of the week. So we're going to see a little less action. Here's this afternoon, as a matter of fact, hit and miss showers mostly along the mountains. There's 5. 10 o'clock, things start to quiet down. Then they pick up again tomorrow. But again, really hit and miss through the afternoon and into the evening. Here's 10 o'clock tomorrow evening. So you see kind of the same pattern. The reason this is happening is because we have the high that's been sitting over here, picking up that moisture and driving it in. Well, what's going to happen, though, is it's going to inch over the next couple of days. And it's actually eventually going to move off to the west, which is not a good pattern for the widespread showers and storms. So we'll see them hitting and missing. There'll be a little front that'll come through later in the week. Generally speaking, though, it's going to be into Friday. It's going to be into Saturday and Sunday when the rain starts to pick up again. So that's the next big chances. Unfortunately, that's a 4th of July weekend. What's up with that? So here's the scenario for the next few days. Mid-80s today, isolated storms around, and then into Friday, Saturday, especially Sunday. So it looks like there'll be some storms around right now for the 4th of July weekend.
I'm confident you'll change that.
Okay, we'll see.